Hey there. Now today I'm down here checking on this pan. I had the lid open earlier, and anyways, I'm gonna open this lid up and show you what I got going on. I shared this on a previous video, but somebody had asked me a little bit more about doing something else. Just to show you all that condensation that has risen up out of this pan, and that soil feels good and warm. Now let's put this right back on here. Here in a few days I'll come down here and give it a mist. Now, as I said in the previous video, these are pawpaws inside here. What I did was I put a layer of dirt in there, and then layered all my pawpaw seeds in there, another layer of dirt, potting mix that is, and then I turned around and covered that up with peat moss on top, damp peat moss on top. Peat moss will hold that moisture down a whole lot better than regular potting soil. Anyways, put the clamps on here to hold it tight. And what I'm going to do is I'll lift this up and show you. There's a heat pad right there, and the heat pad is made by a company called Vivasun. That's a 10-inch by 20 3/4 inch pad, which works out really well for this. Now, there's a little prong down there inside that dirt. That's what this wire here is for. And there's a thermostat, which I have set up for 85 degrees, and it's heating it up right now. And earlier when I came down here, it was on 84 degrees, up to 84 degrees rather. But what you do is you take your heat pad and you plug it into the temperature controller box, is what I would call it. And then you take the temperature controller box and you plug it into the wall socket. And then this little wire comes down, put a prong in there. What this controller right here will do is it'll keep pushing electric to that pad. That pad, by the way, will heat maybe, they're saying 10 to 20 degrees above room temperature. But we want it a little bit warmer than that because it's kind of cool down here in this basement. I'm thinking we're probably sitting on about 64, 65 degrees down here. And this gives me a 3-month jump on what it is I'm up to. But that's something new for me to try. And this is the box that the unit came in, Vivasun. So you can see how it's spelled right there. Very easy to set up. You can set the temperature in Fahrenheit or Celsius, which, you know, I go with Fahrenheit. That's what I'm familiar with. But just since I've dropped that pan, or raised that pan, that's dropped about 1.1 degree. So it's dropped down because I released warm air out of there. But pan, you can feel the warmth around that pan. But somebody had asked if I could explain more about the heat pad and the thermostat and all that. And, you know, I'm not no big technician or anything like that, but I know that this right here should work. And as I said before, I got this idea out of a book called For the Love of Pawpaws and the author's name was Michael Judd. Look it up. Find that book. That's a good book. It's got some good information in there. It's got good grafting information, good growing information. It's got information about different varieties of pawpaw. Pretty extensive book as far as information. Anyhow, that was just something I wanted to share. Somebody asked me about sharing a little bit more than what I had on the previous video. My name's Jim. If you like what you see, subscribe. And don't forget to click on that bell for notifications. Y'all have a God bless day.